City of Jackson, Daniel Mahoney. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
This is a powerful show. We have sheriff, under sheriff, now mayor. I mean,
Wow.
I don't know what's.
Puts a lot of pressure on the next guest.
It does put a lot of pressure on the next guest. We were just talking. We've ran into each other almost every weekend, I feel like, in the last four. I think one of my favorites was the daddy-daughter dance.
Yeah.
That was a good time. Tell me, how many girls do you have?
5.
Right. And I saw
Five
you
girls.
dancing, and I don't know how you do it with 5.
One at a time, or 5 at a time if I have to.
Do you get messed up during the Cupid shuffle?
You know, nope, I don't. Only thing that messes me up is when everybody else is messed up.
Then, yeah, so
I think the confusing part is the turn.
yeah, because there was a couple times I was turned completely the wrong way, but I wasn't the only one, as you saw. So I'm gonna follow your lead next year.
Right on. We had a good time.
Yeah.
It was such
It's cool.
such a good turnout. You know, it was important for us to go this year. It's my oldest daughter's last year.
Yeah.
Being within that age range and ability to go, and it was my youngest daughter's first time going.
Cool.
So it was a cool experience.
And the city puts this on, and to have this 2 days in a row sell out, what's that say about the people of our city?
That's right. That's right. All the fathers, man, taking them girls out and showing them a good time, and you know, showing them what a gentleman is supposed to treat them like.
That's right.
It sets the standard. You know, the next day, next morning, I flew out and went to Georgia to surprise my father for his 60th birthday.
Oh wow!
And he cried like a baby. It was a little weird. I'm not used to seeing my dad cry, but you know, we were talking, and he said, you know, I didn't expect you to make it. I just saw you on Facebook and posting a picture of you and the girls at the daddy-daughter dance, and I, you know, was just proud that you know, are taking them out to the dance, and you know, that's the footsteps that I look to follow. My father took all my sisters to the daddy-daughter dance. And you know, that's what we laughed about that and had a good time. It was a good weekend overall. It was a good weekend.
5 daughters. How do you get out of the house every day? And how do you get?
Yeah, that's
It's like
Very fast. I usually need to leave so I can go find a restroom to get into. You know, so.
Did you have power?
You know, we have lucked out this storm. We really have. The last big storm that we had, our power was out for 3 days. And I think whatever they fixed must have been the weak point, because we had trees and limbs down everywhere, but somehow we stayed with power. My mother, however, is out of power still. So we actually just had an electrician at her house this morning, and
it sounds like she might have the same problem that I had with the mast thing falling off, and then the electrician has to fix it.
Exactly.
Yes,
exactly.
That's fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of people who that happened to.
I've been talking to a lot of electricians, and this storm, more than any that they can recall, and really, it's, you know, all across these lower counties. So it's an interesting thing. A lot of people don't know that how that works. So.
It is, but you know, I know consumers is, you know, doing the best they can to get everybody back on the grid and back in power. They did a wonderful thing this weekend and hosted a breakfast for people to come out to, which I thought was just great. I mean, it's just great to see how the community pulls together in these crises like this, and when situations like this happen, just to see the community to come together and support each other in these moments. So it's just been tough. It's been tough on our city crews getting limbs cleaned up, and you know, the trees out of the streetways and different things like that. It's been a tough week for everybody. It's been a tough week.
There's Garrick Rochow, CEO of Consumers, serving breakfast at Gene Davis on Sunday morning.
Yep.
One of the things I know you're excited about is the annual essay and art contest that the NAACP puts on.
Super excited. So I mean, I'm sure you guys know how important the NAACP has been just in my transformation as a person and an advocate in civil rights and things like that. And this event is something I think that always has inspired me, that the branch does. Generally, what we do is this event is happens, we usually try to announce it like right before Thanksgiving, so that way the person who wins, the young person who wins, will be able to come to the MLK Day of Service event that we do. But here's what happens every year. We get it out the week before Thanksgiving, and then Thanksgiving break happens, and then they come back for a couple of weeks, and then Christmas break happens, and then they come back from Christmas break and they go right into the standardized testing that they have to do. And it doesn't give teachers a lot of time to get this information to their students in the system with actually like doing an art project or writing an essay. So this year I made the suggestion, let's just separate it. Let's announce it at the MLK Day of Service and then host it and allow it to go for 45, 60 days, however many days we have to take to get responses, and just do it as a separate event. It's just super important. So we chose a theme this year based on what our theme was for this year's MLK Day of Service, and what we chose as a theme was from Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King's speech that he gave at a high school called "What's in Your Life's Blueprint." I mean, everybody is used to hearing the "I Have a Dream" speech, but if they have not heard "What's in Your Life's Blueprint," then they're truly missing out. So this is the question that we're posing to the young people: is what's in your life's blueprint? And we want to have them write an essay or present a piece of art that represents what's in their life's blueprint. What do they see for themselves in their future and in themselves, and put that in a speech or in a piece of art for us.
I had never heard that quote attributed to Dr. King. In what context was that?
So in the speech, he talked about so many powerful things, and this was to a high school, and I believe it was to a graduating class, and he was asking them, what's in your life's blueprint? And he gave them a set of things that they must have in their life's blueprints. One of those things was you have to have a desire to be the best version of yourself. That you have to, find what it is that you're passionate about or what you do and do it to the best of your ability. One of my favorite lines in there is he said, if you are a street sweeper, sweep streets like Michelangelo painted pictures. I mean, just like that just paints a picture right in my brain to imagine like wanting to do a job so well that it can be compared to something as the artwork that Michelangelo did. I mean, because he was just in his element, all of the work that he did. And when he posed that question of what's in your life's blueprint, it really just made me think this is the question that we should make sure that all our young people should be thinking about. Like, what is in your life's blueprint? What makes it up? What makes you up? What are the things that inspire you? What are you aspiring to become in your life? And let's put that on paper so you can have something to remember it by.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
You got 1 month to get those essays in.
No, you got longer than that.
Our mayor, Daniel Mahoney.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
Good day, Jackson.
More on the morning show right after this.